Liverpool manager, and some would say legend, Jurgen Klopp is leaving the building. Let's get into this one. Hello, welcome to On Me Heads, and I hope you're all well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So, Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool manager, he's decided to jack it in. He's saying, no, enough's enough. It's too much to take, too much pressure. There's too much going on to keep Liverpool on top. I'm out here. Well, at the end of the season, that is. Now, Liverpool are in the Carabao Cup final, the League Cup final, next month. They've made it through to the next round of the FA Cup as well. They're flying high in the league as well. And also, they're still in the Europa League. So they could do the quadruple, or a dirty quadruple, as I've heard some people call it, because it's not the Champions League. They're in the final. They're also in the Europa League, you see. So if they win all four trophies, let's say, then it's a historic achievement, of course. Now, Jurgen Klopp has been very successful in Liverpool. He's brought them the first Premier League title in an eon, as it were. Gone to 3 Champions League finals, won one of them, couple of cups here and there. So, you know, he's done very well. And he's given Liverpool fans certainly something to cheer about. However, there are some occasions where Liverpool fans got quite frustrated with him. Frustrated with his antics, his outbursts, and not only Liverpool fans, but certainly fans and commentators from other clubs as well. And many would start bemoaning, well, the way Liverpool were playing, and maybe, you know, the results that they were getting, you know, it's not great. They should be doing a lot better. And it goes on and on. Now, this kind of happens to any successful team. As soon as they start having a little dip, all of a sudden, not quite good enough. And last year was a case in point. Liverpool didn't do very well, really. They only got into a Europa League place in the league, which is, you know, no mean shakes, but by Liverpool standards, or by the Liverpool fans' expectations, they wanted a little bit more. So they were very frustrated with Jurgen Klopp last season. And I'm just wondering, from the outside looking in, look, I'm not a Liverpool fan, I'm a West Ham fan, but I'm just kind of on the outside looking in, and I'm just wondering, well, do you know what? Is he right? He's probably right to think, do you know what, enough's enough. I can't keep this up, even though we're doing really well this season. There's no way anybody can live up to this kind of expectation. There's no way that a club like Liverpool can keep on matching season after season against the likes of Man City, the wealth of Chelsea, whilst Chelsea aren't doing very well in the league. Obviously, they've got to the Carabao Cup final, so you could say they're on a little bit of a resurgence, but still a basket case of a season for them, I would say. But the funding is there. You've got the other clubs, like Manchester United, of course, you know, one of the biggest clubs in the world in terms of finance. Well, obviously, they're always going to be there or thereabouts. So he's thinking, well, perhaps I just don't have the finance to be able to compete with those, to deliver what fans expect, to be able to compete at the highest level. Therefore, if I can't compete, then I'm always onto a losing situation. And because that pressure is so great to perform or overperform, he probably feels, maybe I'm not sure if he probably feels, but I feel that he's probably over-delivered for Liverpool. He's over-delivered what fans certainly should have expected, and this is all fans, whether you're a Liverpool fan or not, but to keep them there, or to get them there, then they fall away, then they come back again. I mean, some of the football that they've played over the recent years has been fantastic. And, you know, the signings that he's made have been, for the most part, they've been really, really good, excellent, world-class signings. All the players that have gone to the club have become world-class as well. He's let a lot of great players go as well. So what goes on behind the scenes, who knows? Who knows what the situation is there in terms of in the dressing room between him and the players. Is there some kind of issue there that we're not aware of? But it would seem that basically he's bowing out gracefully. He's going, enough is enough. I'm going to retire. Now, there are 2 questions in the wake of this. Well, first of all, I suppose there are 3 questions. What are his real motivations here? Is it, as he says, that, hey, you know, enough's enough. I really can't take this pressure to be able to keep Liverpool on top year after year? Or whatever he's saying it is. I'm kind of moulding it in one way, but whatever his excuse is. But the two main questions, or subsequent questions after that as well, who's going to come in to replace him, and what will their success be like afterwards? Will they be as successful as him? Will they be able to motivate the players as him? We're talking about managers such as Xabi Alonso, who's flying high in the Bundesliga now with Bayer Leverkusen. Would he be able to come over here and do a job for Liverpool, as he did as a player, of course? Now, what a great player Xabi Alonso was. But then he left and he went on to pastures new as well. But does that necessarily mean that the next manager is going to be as successful or deliver the kind of football that Liverpool fans want? Well, again, we all know what happened to Manchester United when Sir Alex Ferguson left. There was a big hole. There's a gaping hole there. And managers, successive managers who have been successful in the past, haven't really been able to deliver the same kind of consistency and football as Sir Alex did. David Moyes obviously went in there quite notoriously, let's say, and kind of failed really. Louis van Gaal went in there, got an FA Cup. Jose Mourinho got in there, won a couple of cups, a Europa League as well, I believe. He won a Carabao Cup, didn't he? So, there's Ten Hag won the League Cup last year as well. So there have been managers who have delivered trophies since Sir Alex Ferguson left, but nowhere near as many, and certainly not the league as well. They come close, possibly. There's a couple of second places here and there. So this is the real conundrum here for not only Liverpool as a football club, but also for the fans to be able to digest. Are they going to be able to get a manager who's not only going to be able to maintain the kind of performances and the standards that Jurgen Klopp has set, or will they just fall by the wayside? So it's a very real risk. And this has got nothing to do with finances, because you could say that Manchester United have had all the finances in the world the last few years and they just haven't been able to capitalise on it. Liverpool may not have those kinds of finances, but it's still pretty good. I mean, it's still right up there, really. But are they going to be able to deliver it? So that's the question. The question is, who are they going to bring in, and who are they going to be able to get to be able to motivate these players and deliver continued success, or even greater success than they've had, and maybe the kind of success that Liverpool fans expect. They feel a right. All fans feel they have a right to success, right? But Liverpool fans probably, feel it a little bit more because not only of recent success, but also of success of, let's say, the 70s and 80s, of course, especially the 80s. But one of the burning questions here is, well, what happens to Jurgen Klopp? Does he go back to the Bundesliga? Does he retire and never grace football again? Or, are we looking at Jurgen Klopp going into another big club? He's just going to bide his time and line up for another big club in a league where potentially the competition isn't as great. Now, we could talk about the Spanish league, let's say, whether we're talking Real Madrid, Barcelona. Barcelona's, it's on the cards. Are we talking about a PSG in France? Are we talking about him going back to Bayern Munich or somewhere like that? If let's say, Tuchel doesn't succeed there, could that be on the cards? Are we talking about that? Are we saying that, or is he saying that, I'm going to go to the end of the season and I'm thinking about going somewhere else, maybe going back to Germany? And now, it kind of seemed logical that he would go back to Germany, but would he go somewhere else? I've got to say, I don't buy the notion, the thought, the idea that's come into my head that he's retiring. I just don't buy it. Now, I know he hasn't said he's retiring per se, but I just don't buy the fact that he's going to leave Liverpool and not do anything. He might have a break. He might have a little break, but I just don't think that he will. Now, so here's a question, to you guys. Where do you think Jurgen Klopp's going to go? Will he get another management position the next year and for next season? Who will he be managing? And who is going to be the next Liverpool manager? Xabi Alonso. It could be anybody at this stage. Are we talking about Jose Mourinho coming in? He's obviously got sacked from Roma recently. I can't see that. I can't see the Liverpool fans and the board wanting a character like Jose Mourinho in Liverpool to deliver the kind of brand of football that he delivers. I do believe with the finance and the backing that Liverpool can provide him, I think he will deliver success. I'm not saying the success that Pep Guardiola is getting, but I think he would get the success, and he would deliver trophies, and he would deliver high finishes within the league. But I just don't think he'll deliver the brand of football that Liverpool want. But I could be wrong there. I could be wrong. I could be wrong in that assumption. He may surprise us. Who knows? But listen, let us know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts about Jurgen Klopp and who the next manager is going to be. And how do you feel? Do you feel really gutted that he's going? I've never been his biggest fan. I think some of his outbursts and some of his antics, like all managers, sometimes they do hack me off. I've got to say that. But at the same time, I kind of feel that the league is going to be a little bit lesser without him. And Pep Guardiola has certainly come out with it and say, well, words to this effect. Well, it's glad he's going. Really in many ways, because there won't be as much competition for him. Who can blame him really? But listen, let us know your thoughts. Jurgen Klopp leaving Liverpool, and whatever next. Don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. And I will catch you again on another video coming very soon. Bye now.